Broken heart is such an easy role to play. It's when I'm leaving you. It's when I'm leaving you. Oh, smiling face is always hard to show. It's when she's leaving me. It's when she's leaving me. Broken heart is such an easy role to play. It's when I'm leaving you. It's when I'm leaving you. Oh, smiling face is always hard to show. It's when she's leaving me. It's when she's leaving me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. No emotions. I always say no emotion, 'cause just like a crybaby, hit those toys to the floor. No emotions, I always say no emotion, 'cause just like a meadow, I bite those trash back to the tear, to the tone, to the tone. Broken heart is such an easy role to play. It's when I'm leaving you. It's when I'm leaving you. Oh, smiling face is always hard to show. It's when she's leaving me. It's when she's leaving me. No emotions, I would say. No emotion, 'cause just like a cry, baby, I hit those toys to the floor. No emotions, I always say. No emotion, 'cause it's like a mad dog. I buy those trash back to the tear. I buy those trash back to the tone. No emotions, I always say. No emotion, 'cause just like a cry, baby, I hit those toes to the floor. No emotions, I always say. No emotion, 'cause just like a mad dog, I bite those trash back to the tear. Bite those trash back to the tear. Bite those trash back to the torn. Bite those trash back to the torn. Bite those trash back to the torn. Oh. Broken heart is such an easy one to play. It's when I'm leaving you. It's when I'm leaving you. Oh. Smiling face is always hard to show. It's when she's leaving me. It's when she's leaving me. Oh no. No, no, no. No emotions, I always say. No emotion, 'cause just like cry, baby, I hit those toys to the floor. I hit those toys to the floor. No emotions, I always say. No emotion, 'cause just like a mad dog, I buy those trash back to the tear. I buy those trash back to the tear. I buy those trash back to the torn. I buy those trash back to the torn. I buy those trash back to the torn. I buy those trash back to the torn.